All right.
Looks like we're live.
We are live on our Affinity Academy business page, our members group, our parents group, as well as our Instagram. We'll just give people a couple minutes. It is Saturday, so we'll just kind of give them a few minutes to log on. If you're not here with us, then we will repost the videos in all of these groups. We'll just give you guys a couple minutes. Let's see who's coming on. So people logging on now, we're just gonna stay tuned. We're just gonna talk about a few things. All right, maybe we'll just get started. And if you're missing the video, we'll just repost it in all the groups. So as you know, as everyone knows what's going on around the world right now with this virus, you're gonna skip all formalities because we're all kind of feeling the same way. We have been following the news very carefully. Very regularly. We've been following AHS as well as the Alberta government's plans and their recommendations. Their recommendation was to, for any events or groups that are 250 people or more, to kind of shut down or reduce. We are well below that at Affinity. So we have decided to remain open. However, we do know that we are in a contact sport. We're very close contact. We're bleeding, breathing on each other in very close proximities. So because of that reason, there is obviously more risk. Some people have decided to stay home, which we completely understand. We have upped the cleaning at the Academy. We are very particular in how the Academy is cleaned on a regular basis. Everybody knows that. But we have amplified the cleaning procedures as well. We've also announced in class, everyone received our emails about before and after care. Washing your hands. We've announced in the kids class, saying the alphabet if they don't know how long 30 seconds is. And then so washing your hands as soon as you come in. We've asked parents to also wash their hands when they're coming in with their kids, and then also doing the same thing after class, coming in with a clean washed gi. If you have been traveling or you're around somebody who did travel, follow the CDC recommendations. Stay at home for 14 days, whatever they recommend. If you have a child that was in a daycare and they might have been around other kids, follow the CDC recommendations when it comes to that as well. Having said all of this, we do have some families that have decided to stay home. We still want them to get some type of training in. So because of that, we have decided to give you guys video resources. This is not unheard of. A lot of people do this. They do supplement their jiu-jitsu training at home. Obviously, the best way to get better at jiu-jitsu, we all know this, is to come to class, get your mat time in. Rolling is really important. But because of the gravity of the situation, we've decided to give you guys video resources. So Adele can talk more about that.
So I noticed there are video resources out there for things like solo drills that you can do by yourself. But not everyone is going to be disciplined enough to just go online, search for themselves, and find these videos and try to learn these things. So my goal is I'm going to actually create a little space at home, because we want to do this at home to show you that you can do it at home. And I'm going to give you full routines of jiu-jitsu workouts that you can do with minimal equipment, if any. In fact, I'm going to show you, or Zam's going to show you, how she made a grappling dummy in 5 minutes with just stuff at home. Given that we're in Canada, we have winter jackets, and you'll see how cool it is. It actually works. We had Adam use it to do a bunch of drills. It cost us $0, and it took 5 minutes to make. So you'll see how we did that. The goal for the video is the routines that I'm going to give you is to set up a program where you can do 3, 4 to 5 minute rounds, and the rounds are going to be based on the drills that we all know about. We use them in class all the time. Some of them you may not have known and you may not have seen, but I'll put them in a sequence that you could actually practice and get through those rounds. Kind of like I think it's called like a Tabata.
Tabata training.
So it's that kind of training, but I'll set it up as 5 minute rounds so that you can actually use the techniques in a specific order and actually feel like you're rolling, but it'll be by yourself. So that should be coming in like between next week and next few weeks. My goal is to try to get you 2 to 3 routines a week, so that way you could actually work at home. So even if you can't make it to class and you're not quite feeling safe yet because the way things are going, you'll have those to get you through. And we're doing it for kids and adults. Mm-hmm. So we'll have the adult ones and we'll have the kids ones. Some of them might actually be able to you might both be able to do. I'll try to show you how they're actually used with a partner as well, so that way you can see the practical applications. Or even if you have someone at home that you can practice with. Some of you have siblings that do jiu-jitsu, some of you have parents and siblings that, everyone, the whole family does it. So hopefully you guys can all, use this as good family bonding time at home. And even if you don't have mats, don't worry about the mats. I'm going to show you how to make a mat for free at home that you could train on. So don't worry about that either. If you want to and you want to go out there, like I already priced out at Home Depot, you can get like a 96 square foot area for about $100. If you want like a 64 square foot, that's like 4 sets of puzzle mats. It's like $64. So if you want to invest in that and put that in your living room or somewhere like that, you could do that as well. But I'm going to show you how you could just simply make a temporary mat. So even if you only have hardwood floors at home, you don't have carpet. I'm going to do mine on a carpet, but I will show you how to actually make it if you have just like tile or hardwood floors. You can make a little temporary mat at home and do all these drills there. So
yeah, I mean, there's lots of different ways. Like this isn't unheard of. There's lots of people that don't have access to jiu-jitsu academies in rural areas. A lot of people do supplement their training at home. And obviously, like I said, the best way to get better at jiu-jitsu is to come to class, but we just, we're not able to do that. And, we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple weeks with schools. I know in Calgary, they haven't shut schools down, but with spring break coming up, there is a possibility that they can shut schools down. So if your kids are at home for 3 weeks, there's only so much TV and screen time they can have, especially if they're not going to soccer, they're not going to hockey or whatever other activities they're usually in. So this is a great way for kids to just stay active as well, to get their 30 minutes in of jiu-jitsu a day. This will help keep them a lot healthier. Best way to combat any type of virus is to stay healthy, stay active. It'll keep them away from the screens, and it'll still maintain their muscle memory that they've developed while they were in class. So we just want kids to stay active, and for adults as well. So yeah, you can look forward to that. If there's any questions, we'll take some questions. I'm just gonna lean forward here. It's going to scroll up, see if there are any questions.
If you have any questions, and like right now, just feel free to put them on the screen.
Can you use cardboard? You might be able to. We'll look into that. Excited to move there. Oh, well, we're excited to have you. Are you asking people who have traveled to? Oh, yes. So if you have traveled, we're just reiterating whatever the CDC has recommended. If you have traveled into the country from outside, just follow their recommendations. You can visit their website. And just follow whatever they're telling you to do.
Their recommendation is to self-isolate for 2 weeks, just to make sure that you're safe and you actually have not picked up anything and shown any symptoms. That seems to be what the case is. We have a couple of people that do travel for work, and I know one of them messaged me this morning and said he's gonna hang out for 2 weeks. He's looking forward to the videos we're gonna give him. But yeah, so just follow their recommendations. And if you have traveled and know someone that has and you've been around them, probably just just take the 2 weeks and just stay safe.
I'm just gonna check our other screen here. If there's any questions on. Any other questions or concerns? Yes, Lindsay, Rennie, classes are still going on. We'll repost this video so you can watch the beginning of it. But yes, classes are still going on. Again, if your child is sick or if you were sick, stay home. Do whatever the CDC is recommending. Self-isolation for the 14 days. But classes will remain the same.
Yeah, and if you do feel that you need to stay home, we did say we'll provide you videos of routines that you can actually do with the kids at home. So if you really feel that you just want to be safe and stay home, that's totally fine. we're going to give you guys lots of material of things you can do. So that way you don't have to sit and watch TV all day. Although I mean, I like to watch TV too, but you know what I mean. But yeah, any other questions, feel free to call us, email us. We're always around our phones and whatnot. So is there anything else?
I think that was it. We hope to see you guys in class. If not, and even in our closed groups, while you're doing these videos, just take a quick selfie right after, because we want you guys to, we want to encourage other people to continue doing this at home as well. And this way we can kind of, support each other even if we're in our living rooms. So you could either do like a quick selfie just to tell us, that, which workout you did or which routine that you did. And that way we can kind of, support one another. And again, this is a great way to just maintain your jiu-jitsu.
And there's one question. Are we offering more jiu-jitsu classes during the spring break?
We haven't really decided.
We haven't decided to offer any more classes. At the moment, the classes are the standard classes.
Yeah, usually for any spring break closures in the past, we've just our schedule doesn't change. It remains the same. So that's probably going to be the case for spring break as well. Everything's going to stay as is. We don't like canceling classes because it does affect people's jiu-jitsu, especially, if you've been locked in for the year. We don't like to cancel classes unless absolutely necessary. If there's a long weekend or anything like that, we're usually closed. But spring break is not a public, no one's closed for an entire week. So we don't see a reason to do that either.
Again, we're going to keep updated on the news, and if the government tells us we actually need to close down, then we'll have to look at that. But at the moment, there has been no, there's been nothing like that. We would say that there is the morning class. We're looking at either just keeping Tuesdays and Thursdays going, the early morning 5:30 a.m. classes, and then stopping the Monday, Friday early morning classes. That's probably the only classes that we may stop for a bit. I'm just waiting to hear back from the morning crew to see what they decide and what they would like to do, unless they want to switch and just come to the evenings.
Another question here from Matt Goodwin. How many square feet would you need when buying or making mats?
I would say minimum that you would need is 4 sets of those puzzle mats. That's going to give you about 64 square feet. That's going to be perfectly enough just to drill. If you want to do a little bit of rolling with your significant other or your kids, you might want to look at the 100 square foot or the 96. I guess it would be six sets of the 4 puzzle mats. So when you do the math, it's about 96 square feet. So that should be enough. And if you have a bigger space, you can always add more. And $96 for 96 square feet is not so bad.
It's a great investment because then you can use it any other time of the year, right?
But again, I will show you how to make a mat for free at home that you could just work on. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as an actual mat, but it'll be something you can do if you want to do it on a $0 budget. I'll show you how to make the grappling dummy as well for $0 in 5 minutes. That'll really help, so. And it'll be great for kids. I'm actually really excited to use that at home. When my kids are at home, it's a great way to just get your reps in. All right. Any other questions? All right, I think we're good. I mean, I said if you have questions, just feel free to give us a call, send us an email. We look forward to working with everyone throughout the next couple of weeks and see how this thing goes. We're here to work with you. Any suggestions, feel free to send them on. So it's a good chat. All right. We're signing off, and we'll repost this video as well. All right. Have a good one. Share. Yes. You sure you want to end your live video? And now share to story.